on ABC North Queensland. This is
Michael Clarke.
Now We're Talking.
First, I want to tell you about an interesting scenario this weekend. Tomorrow night, in fact, you're going to see a whole bunch of young people running around through the Kelso area. But there's no cause for alarm, because tomorrow the patrols of the Scouts and Venturer Scouts will converge on Kelso for Operation Nighthawk, which is one of the Kennedy region's many adventurous activities. So what's planned? Regional Leader of Scouts, Chris Drew, is with us now to talk more about this exciting adventure. Chris, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yourself?
I'm well. Operation Nighthawk, what are the kids going to be doing?
Well, it's basically an initiative course that we've created through some parcels of land around Kelso, and essentially they're going to be doing pioneering, first aid and navigation, and then multiple other initiative activities just to get the brain teasers and going. So, so overnight, walking about 12 kilometres in total, and we've got over 120 kids coming on the weekend.
Wow, that's a sizable number of kids. And so this will be outside of the suburb itself, is it?
A little bit of both. So it's in and around the Hammond Way area, and then in and around around the Bolly River area.
All right, so they'll be travelling through there with those challenges. Will they be camping there as well, or is it just a nighttime event?
So depending on how quickly they do the courses, depending on how much sleep they get. So we are situated going to be at the Mundaga Horse and Pony Club. So that's where they'll camp / that's where the home base will be. And then, depending on how quickly they do the courses, depending on how much sleep they get.
Oh, wow. So how great are these challenges going to be then?
They're only like 10, 15-minute quick little initiative activities. So shouldn't take them more than, hopefully 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. And the leaders are hoping to be a little bit earlier than that. On top of that, we've got 20 to 40 volunteers coming down to assist, and also the Townsville Amateur Radio Club. They're coming down to run communications for us. So I'm sure that all of those guys will be quite happy to have an early night, but unfortunately we're at the demises of the youth.
It depends how quickly they do it. Well, good luck to them with their challenges. This is just amazing. Operation Nighthawk in the Kelso area tomorrow night. How often do you do challenges like this and operations like this, Chris?
So this is our one. So we do this once a year, but we obviously do other activities such as other camps as a region, which are not as it's not an overnight hike, but we do other activities. So you might also hear that we do stuff with like Townsville Hike and Explore, doing abseiling and other adventurous activity stuff. But Operation Nighthawk is an annual event, roughly around about this time every year.
Okay. So as you said, you do things like mapping, problem solving, pioneering. What is that?
So constructing things from timber and rope. So essentially, Scouts has always had the name and reputation for tying knots, and that's what they put into practice. So some years they'll have to build like a quick structure in under 15 minutes, or I can't tell you what they're doing on the base in case there's a scout actually hearing on the radio now. But this year it's potentially like they've just got to basically build a structure using the poles and rope that they've got, and then they get marked on that. Wow,
let's not give them a heads up into what sort of challenges they're going to be facing. In this day and age when so much is available, it's so easy for us to get things that are ready-made, things that are all there on apps and on our phones. Why are these challenges and this sort of work, why is it still important, do you reckon?
It's really important to have these types of challenges because something that I admire, so I did Scouts right the way through from since I was 5. And essentially, I found that doing scouting was actually one of the best things that happened in my life, where now I can just pull a rabbit out of a hat and, solve an issue purely because I've had that initiative, training / adventure. So it's, it sounds silly, but it's actually a really important skill to have.
Yeah. And with it being such a big event, how far have the kids travelled to be a part of this tomorrow?
So we've got kids coming from Mackay, and we've got kids coming from Charters Towers, and we've also got the Girl Guides coming this year as well, which should give the Scouts a little bit of a run for their money, hopefully.
Nice. You've got to have a spirit of competition there with all of the problem-solving, mapping, first aid, pioneering, building things with your hands, and doing that all in the Kelso region. And, you don't get to sleep until it's all done. That is Operation Nighthawk. Chris Drew, lovely to talk to you, and good luck to everyone involved in it over the weekend.
No worries. Thanks, mate.
That is great stuff. Regional Leader of Scouts, Chris Drew, explaining as to about Operation Nighthawk. So just be aware, if you are in the Kelso region, you see some kids running around, nothing to be alarmed at. They're meant to be there, and they're doing really practical, fun challenges as part of this annual operation. Good luck to them.
On ABC North Queensland, this is
Michael Clarke.